What's up, YouTube? It's your boy TGV Vlogs, and welcome back to another banger video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why being a rapper is genuinely a hard reality to live. Now, first off, y'all, being a rapper is really not that easy. I'm not gonna lie. First off, you have to be confident. Now, confidence, this is what gets you heard. This is what makes your tracks sound like a hit. When you exercise your vocal cords and really say words that you mean it on a track or a rap, it gives it more excitement. It gives it more energy. It builds that anticipation of what's gonna come next, and wants the audience to know, like, okay, what's gonna come next after he says this or that. And there's different paces, there's different ways that to rap, and how rappers really do it. Now you have those rappers who are like, they say one thing from the start of the bar, and then at the end of the bar, there's no middle rhymes. Maybe sometimes they might throw middle rhymes in there in the middle, but they start from one end, they'll say something here, and then at the end of the bar, they rhyme. They rhyme it at the end rhyme scheme. Now, I'm a rapper myself, and I know how this works, but I've only been rapping for about 6 years. So I have knowledge on what rap is a little bit and how it's supposed to be done. And I'm going to explain it in this video. So first, you need to have confidence, y'all. Secondly, you can't do it by yourself, unfortunately. And in this predicament, yes, this is where I am. I'm really doing this by myself, only because I haven't really found true people I could tell my talent to, or I could really be like, yeah, I'm a rapper, and I know how to say the words that I want to say, but like when they put me on the spot, I may not be able to say everything right then and there. But there are times, man, I have my moments, but when that pressure hits you, man, like, you got to be able to genuinely rip a freestyle right there, then, in the moment, right? So it's a little difficult to do that, but I already made a video on how to avoid pressure. And I made that was a long time ago, y'all, but I basically made this short about how to operate under pressure, and just walk like a boss under pressure. And yeah, but like, even after making that video, I still feel pressure because, like, bro, like, everyone feels pressure all the time. So yeah, when someone just says, yo, drop it right now, just this song, bro, you gotta do it for the one time, especially if you're a rapper. Like, that's something you can't really say no to, because if you don't do it, then that just shows that you're not a good rapper, and you can't freestyle on the spot, and you kind of lose confidence a little bit. But I used to hate freestyling, only because I felt like it didn't suit me, and I sucked at it, and I couldn't think of everything in the moment. But like, I realized that freestyling actually helps you when you're writing music. Freestyling in music and writing music, it actually helps you build the songs that you want to create when you're freestyling them. Because when you're freestyling, that's why it's called freestyling. You are freeing your mind, and you're styling how you want to write, whatever writing style of music you want to do. So if I wanted to do like a pop type beat, a rock type beat, but it still has that rap in there, it's still gonna have, because you always gotta have something at the end of the bar that you want to say. And then the middle stuff can be about the story you tell, or whatever the song is about. And that boom, you have a song, build a bridge. If you want to do a bridge, you can do a bridge. Then you have a hook, and then you have ad libs. If you want to put ad libs on there, sure. Go ahead, knock yourself out. And it just makes, I don't really like doing ad libs because then you have to go back and do everything and yeah, and it just making random noises. But that's how it is. Yeah, and then you got to do that for about 20 songs. If you're like that, you got to do it for about 20 songs where it's just you ad libbing. That's if you want to do ad. You don't have to do ad libs though. Mind you don't have to do ad libs. You don't have to do a bridge every time. But to make the perfect song, you're gonna need a hook, a bridge, and ad libs, and good verses. A good verse 1, a good verse 2, and then an outro with that, and an intro. That's a beautiful song you just made right there. Beautiful song. Especially if it's a slow song. It doesn't have to be like a crazy song, you know what I'm saying? It can be something slow, it can be something fast, the tempo can be whatever it wants to be. It depends on what you want to write about and how you want your song to sound like at the tempo of the song. So, moving on to the next thing that you have to have. So I said confidence, you can't do it alone, and 3, let's see, 3, you have to market your music. I kind of suck at this part. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really market my music. I just post my music and just hope for the best. And that's something you guys have to stop doing this. This is how you don't get hurt doing that. You're just throwing music out there and just praying that maybe you'll get a one hit or something, a one hit wonder. You know, for all the artists out there, I know that we all want to make something beautiful. So, you know, we anticipate what we want to create and we end up creating it and it just doesn't really sound like how we wanted it in our minds, how we thought it would sound in our minds. And then when it's in reality, it's not the same, you know. It's like it, but it's like, bro, this could be like 30 times more better if I recorded it in the studio. These are for rappers like me. You are the bedroom rapper. So, yes, welcome to the bedroom. This is where all rappers start, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I think there's a lot of rappers and SoundCloud artists and Spotify artists out there with about 60K listeners, 50K, 10K, 11, 12. It don't matter how many listeners you have, dog. You still have listeners listening to your music. And you're just a bedroom rapper. You're not even front row carpet at the Grammys with 60 million listeners. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even up there yet, but you're up there. People are listening to you because you have that many. When you have that big of a following, man, it's just people know you. Like you're doing concerts with that kind of following. When you have like 50,000 listeners or 10,000, it don't matter how many listeners. You can have 9,000, 6,000, 3,000, 1,000. You know, just, you know, connect with your community. Connect with the people who want to listen to your music. You know, and then after you market your music, you want to promote it too. That's number 4. You want to promote your music. You know, put it everywhere. I mean everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, Audio Mac, and try to get it on the radio if you possibly can. And even if you want to make more money, make a vinyl record. There's a thing on SoundCloud where you can fill out this thing where you can get a actual record of your album, and they can make it into a record and give it to you and say, this is your record. And then you can sell your records just like that. But I the only thing I fear is that it's really not that simple. I tried doing it and it failed. I was like, why is this so hard to do? And then like when I actually did it, they never hit me back. I swear they didn't. Or maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe for my next album, whenever I get my music off the ground, y'all, because all my subscriptions just ran out. So I have to just take a break from music anyway, because as you can see, I'm back in college, so it doesn't really even matter about music right now. Even though music brings me a lot of peace and comfort when I get all the words I want to say out of my head, because I'm always thinking of lyrics and things and stuff in my head that I'll be like, oh, this is so good if I just write this down and then record it on music, make something about it. I can have all those thoughts all day, so it's painful to think about that, by the way, because like I think about it like this. I can say that in my head, I can think about it in my head, but like in reality, I realized, wait, all my subscriptions are gone. I have to repay them, and I have to do all that just to get back on the map. You know what I'm saying? Get back into the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, man. And yeah, honestly, I feel like I didn't really do good with the music, even though I've been rapping for 6 years, man. My cousin taught me how to do this stuff. And then after that, it was all on me. And, I gave up on music only one time. And then I was like, no, I know I can do something with this, because, I believe in myself. I believe in God, that he will open a door, man. Like this is like something I love doing music. So he really wants me to do this, like, especially for something I love. Like I love music. So, I mean, if I have to take it there, I will, so I don't mind doing. I have a whole class tomorrow, y'all, about music industry. So this is nothing. I might make a part 2 of this video because of the things that I didn't know about in the music industry. So, and it's in the morning, so I gotta be real woke, unfortunately. But, yeah, because, in the morning classes are, horrible. But I mean, you just gotta, same as getting up for every day for your job. So I'm going to go into number 5. I think this is the 5th one. So number 1 was confidence. Number 2 was I honestly forgot what number 2 was, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But dang, that sucks. But that's aside from the point, man. I listed all 5 of those things. Y'all can go back, and I'm sorry, I don't take notes. I don't have a script or nothing in these videos. These videos are just straight raw, y'all. So yeah, y'all gotta stay with me, man. Like I don't really script my videos. I don't edit my videos. This is just pure raw college footage of me just living with me, being me. Yeah. So yes, that's about it. Other than that, I'll say the last thing additional to why being a rapper is genuinely a hard reality is because one last thing, y'all. You have to get really lucky to actually make it in doing rap. I'm serious about this. This is where all rappers they fall apart. This is the last part. They gotta get lucky. They gotta get noticed by someone huge for them to reach out to them and actually see them grinding, trying, thriving. And then they'll look at him like, oh, he's hungry. He's hungry. And then they'll just get him, right? They'll get that one rapper who was hungry, right? And now you know him all of a sudden. Now his name and his face is everywhere. Everybody knows this guy, right? And then you got those other rappers at the bottom just looking at him like, wow. They're envious. You know why? Because we are humans. Like we don't like, and then you gotta get mad lucky to even get that far, Like, and you gotta have friends with you, man. And you gotta pray about it. And you just gotta hold on real tight to that dream, because the sky is the limit, everybody. That's why the notorious B.I.G. was not lying. The sky is really the limit, man. I mean, you can go to space, but do you know how many people in this world really been to space? Now compare that to genuinely being a rapper. That is how bad it is right now in the music industry. To get in this rap game, it is like trying to build a rocket and go to space. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I missed in this video about trying to be, or why being a rapper is genuinely a hard reality, because I know there's a couple things I missed. So for my educators out there, my hip hop 101s, my trap people out there, my drillers, my drill killers, man. Oh, my drill is so good. I mean, it's not my favorite, but that beat is just so hard, man. When that beat hits, man, they go stupid, man. I like drill. I like anything, honestly, man. I just love music in general because it's cool, you know, and it feels good to just get your thoughts off your head. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is TGV Vlogs, and always remember to be good, do great things, and as always, make your parents proud.